So the problem really with us Filipinos is, well, it's not just Filipinos, but I think a lot of people worldwide has this kind of problem. By the way, this is my wallet. So the problem with Filipinos is that we don't save. Okay, a lot of people simply don't save. Most of us, if we ever save, we save it only to spend afterwards. Yeah, so we already discussed this in our video, the previous video, and we said something about, saving from January and then February and then March, April, May, and we're okay. By the time it reaches to December, then a sale comes up, or your car needs to be replaced suddenly. There's a new promo back in the dealership. So, those things really happen again and again. We save, but we don't invest. Some people do save, they're scrounging for cash, but it's just savings. We don't really invest. The money doesn't grow. It actually deteriorates in value because of inflation. So it's not really something positive. Finally, and I think this is one of the problem with the rest of us, especially with Filipinos, I guess, we don't understand the long term. And let me show you why I believe that. Presenting the power of two. What if I ask you to clean my car, which is really a big mess right now? I mean, ever since I bought it, and I promise you a pay of 1 peso a day. Okay, maybe you will not agree. But wait, your pay doubles every day, and by the time you reach the second day, how much will you be earning? 2 pesos, yeah, very good. What about on the fourth day? So it's like 1 peso times two is two, and then times two is four, times two is 8 pesos. What about on the 30th day? And without getting your calculator or my time, the logarithmic table, or without Googling anything, try to solve this in your mind. Ano ma-receive mo the 30th day if I keep on doubling your pay for the next 30 days? I've asked this question in every seminar that I do this, and a lot of people, most of them, I should say, about 95% did not get this answer correctly. So some would say uh, about 100,000, maybe it will reach 1 million, maybe it will reach 10,000, and let me show you the correct answer in a bit. Okay, the question, if you continue helping to clean my car for a month and I keep on doubling your pay, uh, on the 30th consecutive day, you'll get this. So this is the power of two. So on the first day you get 1 peso, on the second day you get 2 pesos. It doubles to four, it doubles again to eight, and then it becomes 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. At the end of the day, of 10th day, you have 512 pesos. It's not much, right? If you continue, 1024, 2048, 4096, 8192, 16,384, 32,768, 65,000, 131,262. By the time you reach the 20th day, you'll have 524,288. I bet you did not, see that coming. But you'll be cleaning for 30 days. You still have 10 days to go. So keep on doubling it. 1 million, 2 million, 4 million, 8 million, 16 million, 32 million in this case because of rounding off. 67 million, 134 million, 268 million. And you have 536.8 million pesos if you double your money for 30 times consecutively. So my point is that a lot of people don't see long term. Kaya, at the middle, for example, if you reach that 10th day of 512, tama na to. I just withdraw this and enjoy the 512 because I don't know if it will reach that high. But yun nga exactly is the reason why it does not reach that high. Kasi, like for example, if you're here on the 15th day, you have 16,000, ang una mong puhunan is only 1 peso. And then sabi mo sarili mo, bili na lang ako ng, I don't know, what can you buy at 16,000 pesos? Vivo or Oppo, wala na yung 16,000. It will not double again. You will start back to 1 peso, di ba? If you get, sige, sabihin mo na lang, okay, George, I'll just get kalahati lang, so 8,000. So, one step back ka, 8,000. And then, nag-16 ka na naman, sa'yo mo sarili mo, wow, okay pala to. And then, kuha ka na naman ng 8,000. So, balik ka ng balik. So, hindi ka na lumalaki. But, the thing that you really have to do is, just keep on adding to that. Ito ang tawag dito with Warren Buffett is yung tinatawag na snowball effect. Parang it's like a snowball running down the mountain, and by the time it reaches a certain point, ito yung tipping point na you cannot stop it anymore from growing, and yun yung dahilan because you don't really withdraw from it. Okay, the difference between today and 50 years later depends on you. Ang point ko dito is that, diba, if you're here and the rest of your friends are marching in the same direction, like going to this, diba? Ito, if you only take a 1-degree turn, okay, and this the time frame reaches to 50 years, itong 1-degree turn na to will amount to a lot, lalo na because you are walking in the hypotenuse. Mga marunong sa trigonometry will understand what I'm saying. 1 degree lang yung binago mo. What if it's 30 degrees? What if it's 90 degrees? Di ang layo-layo na talaga, no? I'm saying that if you want to change your life 50 years from now, you have to make that decision today. Not 20 years from now, not 30 years from now, not even 49 years from now. Hindi pong 1 year na lang sa magbabago. You have to change your lifestyle today. And then sooner or later, your friends, people who know you would say, teka, kalaro-laro lang natin to ng Holland dati or, kumukopy lang sa atin to ng assignment before or di ba mahirap lang yan? Paano siya naging mayaman? Di ba? It's because of changing your lifestyle and, not worrying what other people will say, but just focusing on your life, focusing on yung goals mo sa buhay, right? So, ito yung Philippine Consumer Index, and dito I'd like to point out something. So, ang ibig sabihin nito is that in January 19, I think this is 1987, 1986, parang ang CPI index is about 20, and noong 2000, I think this is 2014, naging 140 na siya. If you compute that on a per annum basis, ang kanyang annual increase is about 8.59% per annum. Now, ang computed for the last 24 years, itong time na to, that's about 1990, ang kanyang increase is about 6.6, diba? As I said, more or less ito yung ating inflation rate. Ngayon bumaba to, 121 na lang to as of November 2019. So I guess this is about 45% on the average per year. Okay? So why am I saying this? Di ba you're earning about 1% sa bank? Sabi nga 0.25%, 0.1, di ba? If you're putting time deposit, maybe about 3%, but it's still not enough kasi ang consumer price index, ito yung paglaki ng bilihin natin. Umataas siya ng about 6.6% per annum. Tapos ang sweldo mo hindi man tumataas ng ganung kalaki, right? Hindi siya tumataas ng 5% a year, well, for most of us, right? Tapos ang investment mo, actually wala dahil ang investment mo is about 0.1% lang ang tinataas every year, may withholding tax pa. So, how can you expect to beat inflation that way? But let us look at the PSEI. Itong PSEI, guys, is just the index. Kaya sa index kasi it's just a number, like an averaging number that represents the 30 stocks index. Ito yung mga leading stocks ng Philippine Stock Exchange. Now, look at this. Now, from 1986 to 2014, yung kasi yung available na data sa tradingeconomics.com. Ang last 28 years, nag-increase siya ng 15.25% per annum. Ang ibig sabihin nito, look at this, no? 'Di ba? Nagfa-fluctuate naman talaga siya eh. 'Di ba? There's a time in 1992, I guess 99. Bumaba siya and then bumawi na naman siya. 1995, I think this is the Asian crisis. 1998, ito yung time na wag sa economy natin. Ano to eh, time na ni si Erap ay nakulong, napalitan ni Gloria, there's recession and all that. Tapos umaakit na naman sana tayo, nagkaroon ng 2001 World Trade Center, bumaba tayo. Some other countries already picked up, tas tayo wala pa rin, di ba? 2001 yun, no? 2005, okay, na sana 2008, bagsak na naman because of the financial crisis. But ang point ko dito is, this computes yung nag-start ka noong 1986, about 129 lang index, up to 2014 na 7,392 yung index. Even if you just left your money alone without rebalancing it, just put it there, ang kanyang increase is 15.25%. Going back, ang ating inflation rate, 'di ba? Well, inflation rate is about 4 to about 6% a year. Ang kinikita mo is 15% a year. So definitely you will be winning against inflation if you put your money in the stock market. Now in 2019, ang galaw niya, yesterday, 7-8, well, not yesterday. Meron bang trading yesterday? Basta the last trading day, ngayon it's at 7,815. So from 1980 to 2019, ito yung average increase niya. It has increased 60-fold from 1986 to 2019, and the average increase is 13.23%. Ibig sabihin, medyo mabagal tayo because of this, no? Medyo nag uh, uh, nag-correct yung market natin kasi it's talagang very high yung increase niya, no, in the past many years. But still, we still managed to score about 13% per annum increase versus 6%, di ba? Plus 7% ka pa rin sa inflation. So, I think it's already academic na talagang one of the best inflation busters is the stock market. Okay, ito yung study naman to. I just took it from one book. Yung $1 investment, different type of portfolio from 1926 to 2009. Ito yung sinasabi ko, no? Bumagsak siya ng 1929. This is the start of the Great Depression, 1929, great crash yan sa market. And this is the $1 investment. For example, if you put $1 investment in 1926 up to 2009, if you put it in treasury bills, $22 na yan. Nag-grow siya 22 times. Ang inflation nag-grow lang, no, to $12. So it's about 12 times. Ang long-term government bonds increased 75-fold. But look at the large company stocks, 2,382 times ang nag-grow niya. And even the small company stocks, yun ang pinakamalaki. More than 6 times ng ating large company stocks. Of course, ang importante dito sabihin is that you cannot really naman pinpoint with great accuracy which of the small company stocks will grow this much, 'di ba? Kasi some of these companies would eventually fold up. So, syempre, hindi ka magpupunta dyan all out 100%. But this chart simply says that, investing in stocks really beat inflation, long-term bonds, treasury bills. Even with, mga momentary, mga bear market. Nag-bear market noong 1929, noong 1940s. Of course, ito yung time ng giyera. Bumaba na naman. Pagtas ng 1969, peak yan because 1969 is yung man landed on the moon, and then afterwards, bagsak yan. 1974, 75, 79, ano yan, no? Time ng OPEC crisis and all that, bagsak ang market. Umakit na naman siya. 1987, ito yung Black Monday natin, no? Look, it's just one glitch kung tutusin. Bumagsak lang siya ng konti, but during that time it was really like maddening. Ang daming people na talagang nagkaroon ng problema ng time na yun. But after some time, umakit na naman ulit. So, long term, talagang mas okay ang stock market. Okay, financial market history, ito 1800. Of course, hindi ka naman makabubuhay ng ganito katagal. But if you have $1 in 1801, it would amount to only $18 in CPI. If you put it in gold, $56 lang siya. In treasury bills, 5,300. Treasury bonds, 24,000. But if you put it in stocks, yung $1 mo, $1 lang nung 1801, it's already $10.7 million in 2009. So that's what we're talking about. Okay, this is the relationship between the investment risk and investment rate of return. Ano ibig sabihin nito? No, ito yung sinasabi ko sa mga seminars na if you can only retain one slide in your memory, ito yung i-retain ninyo, no? So, ang ibig sabihin nito is that, okay, ang sinasabi ng iyong nag-aalok sa'yo, no? Sabi niya, high return yan, pero low lang ang risk. That's a scam. Hindi nangyayari yun. Yun yung nag-o-offer ng 80% per week. You know, how can you promise 80% per week? Eh, ang market nga tumataas ng 13 to about 15% a year. So, scam yun, you know, huwag na kayong magpapaniwala dyan. High return, low risk, that's a scam. Low return, low risk is reality. Banko, di ba, 1% per annum, 3% per annum, low risk, low return. Di ba? High risk, high return, okay. The stocks is high risk, lalo na if you don't know anything about it. But high risk, high return din yung possibility, right? So, mataas yung risk niyan, mataas din yung kanyang return. Eto, ano ibig sabihin nito? Low risk, high return. Ito yung tipong, as I say, papupuntahin kita sa kuta ng mga terrorists, tapos I'll give you 300 pesos. If you follow, then that's ignorance, that's nonsense. Ito yung Kiyosaki Way. Kasi a lot of us, meron tayong, either we are employees, we have a job, or you own your job, you know. Diba, self-employed ka, you're a consultant, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor. Ito yun, mga self-employed. There's nothing wrong with this. Now, syempre, you have your job, natural. You earn your money from your job. However, if you get sick, you know, you close your clinic for 2 days or 3 days or 5 days, or as an employee, absent ka, nakalampas ka na sa sick leave mo, di ba? You don't get paid, right? So, ang sabi ni Kiyosaki, the Kiyosaki way is that you have to march from this side to the other side, be a business owner, so that you will own a system and people work for you. Like, for example, of Tony Tan Kakchong of Jollibee, di ba? Even if he does not wake up early, you know, like this guy na papasok sa kanyang office. But even if he wakes up at around 12 noon, of course he does not do that, right? But if he wakes up at 9 a.m. or did not report for work today, I'm sure he still earns money because meron na siyang system and people work for him and the money works for him. Eto ngayon yun, no? So from business owner, you invest some of your money and let your money work for you. The money begets money. And that's the way it goes. So, from here, you should be a business owner and ang mga kinikita mo sa business mo, you should invest. Come to think of it, investment is also a business, right? It's really a business. And for me, it's one of the most ideal, perfect business kasi wala kang pinuput up na any system, right? Like, take McDonald's, for example. You need a lot of money just to start your McDonald's store, yung restaurant, right? So, yun yung problem. Samantalang ang stock market, you don't pay, you know, employees, you don't have a store, you don't have a warehouse. Your money yung nakalagay din sa portfolio mo every day when you look at it, it says, for example, 500,000. That's it. That's your money today. Then tomorrow, if you sell everything, that's 500,000. You can jump in and out of the market. Pag medyo bad ang business, just withdraw everything, you know. Pag maganda ang business, just keep on riding the trend. So, yun yung kagandahan ng investment.